It'll be the 500th episode.
I think a lot of us did.
No, it's today.
My text was very clear.
It was very
It's actually
clear.
a very fitting opening for the 500th episode.
That we think it's
which
next
text? The one from like a few days ago when we were
Yeah.
planning.
Yeah, I can't.
Because it was based around when we're doing our home run derby.
You can't hold me to account
Okay.
on a text from days ago.
So
Episode 500 is this Thursday. Remax
I get
Field Home Run
confused.
Derby is next Thursday. Quote, unquote, Tyler Yaremchuk.
bang.
But when was that?
4:31 Tuesday.
Tuesday.
If it's Wednesday,
days
though,
ago.
Yeah,
hold
so
on.
you had to like clear. It's because you looked back. You're like, shit, I wasn't that clear.
If it's Wednesday, next Thursday could be tomorrow. Depending on how you like judge your weeks or how you say your
He
days.
wrote
I always
this
get confused.
Thursday
You'll notice I
on
said-
Tuesday.
Yes. I knew it was the 500th.
And then I said,
did
I'll
not.
be there for both.
Yeah.
Very
I'm
clear.
just
Which we
always
took
here.
at face value,
You know?
meaning maybe.
I'm just always here no matter what the day is.
Somehow, Chalmers, you've managed to no show on 600 of the 500 episodes of this show.
Yeah, but I'm here for the one that matters.
So I didn't even know episode 500 was coming up until Dangerous Wade DM'd me and was like, hey, episode 500 next one, like congrats.
Hey.
And I was like, oh, damn, I should start planning something cool. And he was kind of like, that would go against the vibes of the podcast.
Well, there is that.
It, like the most real life way to celebrate episode 500 of real life
It's forgetting it's episode 500.
is to forget it's episode 500 and then be like, oh shit.
And then argue about it for the first 30 seconds.
Then go back through and look and realize we didn't actually do episode 362 and jump to 363 probably.
There probably is some of that.
Oh, there's a few skips, but maybe it balanced out because sometimes we skip ahead and sometimes we go behind.
I like that the other shows have gone down to one episode, but this one we feel like we have so much critical mass.
much.
We have to keep going at 2 a week.
So much to say.
There's so much to say. We could go to 3.
It's because it's not relying on hockey content.
We
I
are
prefer
not
to go to 3.
As long as life goes on and Britney Spears is getting slapped in the face,
clapped, man.
Nation
Oh.
Real Life has a place.
That
We
is
got
nuts.
something. If for those of you who aren't plugged into the news, Britney Spears, former songstress of note, got clapped in the head by the tallest man on earth security, Victor Wembanyama.
Why does he need security? Who can even reach him?
Why doesn't she have security?
This is my
Protect
question.
his knees.
Yeah. He has
Have you
very, he has
seen
very
him?
short security.
He's
Like,
got
go around his knees.
but he's got very skinny legs. Like he can get Nancy Kerrigan and have his career end.
He makes Kevin Durant and Kevin Garnett and those types of guys, but Kevin Durant specifically has got very long legs. Nothing compared to Wemby.
He is one of the oddest human beings.
Well, when
look
you're
at.
what is he 7'6"? Yeah,
Paris,
so,
two of all places.
yeah. So when you're that tall,
But
like everything's
Here's
gonna
the
look
part
a
I
little
don't
weird.
get.
I don't
Didn't
think he
we
even
just
knows
watch a
Britney.
documentary about how she's locked in her house and nobody.
No, she's free now.
Yeah, she's free,
Yeah,
Britney.
And she's all of a sudden a huge Victor Wembanyama fan. That's what she said. She said, I'm a big fan. So I went over to say hello.
In a British accent.
Hello.
The guy turned around and slapped her hands that were up in Wemby's face.
Allegedly, according to
Allegedly, according to the
She
report.
could actually get her hands up in
Well,
Wemby's
no,
face.
I
That
think she was-
she's 5'2" on a good
Pistons
day.
might sign her.
Somehow he slapped her own hand into her own face, which is an A1 security move, if you can pull it off.
Her bodyguard should be
No
dragged down the
liability.
street and shot.
Yeah, her
Glasses went flying.
Oh,
She went back
Her
to her
spectacles.
table. The security guard,
was nowhere to be found.
understanding the error of his ways,
Oh,
went
Wemby
over
security.
to her table,
Yes.
tried to apologize. She refused to accept
I
it
wouldn't be hearing it if I was
and
her.
filed charges the next day.
Yes.
So that's happening.
Remember that time you could have filed charges on that guy who threw a beer at you at LA and you didn't? You took
Graciously,
the high road.
I took it in the head and just
Brittany could
continued on
learn
my day.
something from Bag Milk.
Mhm.
I'm starting to think that Wemby and Brittany aren't going to have a song together. This first meeting went poorly.
Very poorly. But I don't think,
When was the last time Britney had a good jam, though?
Well, the Elton John Tiny Dancer that featured none of her voice but all of her name.
Yes.
Poor Brittany.
I don't think she
Allegedly, in my
is-
opinion, we may not have
all
probably freed her too early. Allegedly.
Yeah, I
in my
think
opinion.
she should get put back in the house. Just like
Jesus.
chill out. I'm just saying for her own safety. Maybe he was onto something.
I think it's time to go back in the house. See,
Although there was that Instagram video from like 2 years ago at Christmas where she almost burned her own house down by having candles in her dance
Sounds
studio.
like she could use somebody to take care of her.
What is it? A custodian? What's the
a janitor.
What was the
Matthias
term that-
Janmark going over to Britney's
What
house.
was the term that her father had?
Guardian.
No,
No, it was like something. Wanye?
oh, I'm trying to think.
I'll Google it.
Conservatorship?
Conservator.
Oh,
Yeah, he's a
conservator, yeah.
conservator. Yeah. Well,
Oh,
I'll tell
Brittany.
you this. If you're Britney Spears security, today is a dark morning to wake up and fill out your report from the weekend, or the week as it were.
What went on?
What'd you do? Well, we went to the restaurant. End of report.
Britney Spears, not the only famous celebrity
Getting slapped by Wemby.
Having a pretty bad week.
Okay.
Rick Ross.
Oh, he blew out.
Oh, that's great.
What happened?
He's at a party at his own house, a bunch of people around.
Everyone's looking.
And in his own words, he was in his cups and feeling himself a bit. So he took to the diving board.
Oh, no.
Tyler, what's the one thing you don't do on a diving board? There's one thing.
Touch Wemby.
Try and jump on it twice. You jump on it, you get the spring, and you get off.
Oh, he tried
You
to
don't
double bounce
jump
himself.
And then jump. You're working against yourself. The board's coming up. You're coming down.
Yeah.
He
Blew out
buckled
both of his
his
knees.
knees and he fell face
Like,
first
did he just
into
like,
the pool.
they just buckled or actually blow him out?
Is there a video?
They buckled.
Well,
There's
I
an
saw the buckle.
Those knees have been through a lot, Jay. They've been toting around Rick Ross for 40 odd years.
So the best part is you just write Rick Ross into YouTube.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Lord.
Watch it again.
I just got the tail end of that. Oh, that's so nasty.
The splash
Now,
on impact.
I can't imagine that Rick Ross's knees are all too seasoned from all the working out. It's so fun. I imagine they're pretty frail, and that couldn't have. You know what I like the most about him though is he goes to Twitter the next day and makes a video or Instagram. I don't
Defending
know.
himself.
I can't keep up. Twitter, Instagram, Threads. Fuck, it's all mumbo jumbo to me nowadays. But and he just straight up is like, so I get lots of people in my DMs asking me, how are the knees? I'm gonna be real, people. I blew them out. They ain't good. And I was like, most people would just go into hiding.
I want to find that audio.
There's
probably
multiple angles.
He has the largest residential pool in all of Louisiana or something. Like, it's an enormous pool. Ringed by people, probably three
Full-on
deep.
Big Valley Jamboree around
And
his
then he's
house.
like, everybody look at me. I'm Ross. Hole. And then
that is a guy that
He
not
felt
jumped
it.
off of many
I
times.
thought the one thing you do when you're in your cups and feeling yourself
Headstand
is do a headstand
on the
dive.
diving board.
On the diving board.
Oof.
Yeah, the double
So-
bounce really backfired on him.
2 years ago at Jay's pool party for Canada Day, I was very much into my cups and I wanted to do a headstand on the diving board where then I fall into the water. Unfortunately, because I was so into my cups, I forgot which way the water was.
Yeah, you
And
went,
I
you
fell
stood the wrong
and
direction.
basically landed in the seating position on the concrete next to the diving board.
And you just heard it.
Got in the diving board. Everybody's like, "You okay?" I'm like, "I don't know."
You sat there for a bit and I'm like, that had to hurt.
It
You're like,
did.
yep.
It did. It hurt.
it hurt.
You know that feeling when you jump off of a counter and you're like, you've been sitting up there for a while, and your legs, you get that like shooting pain from the bottom of your feet up your legs.
Okay.
That's what I had, but in the opposite direction.
That's gross.
It went from my tailbone to my toes, and it hurt.
Yeah,
This year at Canada Day party, Jay, I was best behavior.
You got a solid bruise on your thigh right there that I see.
So
right
you
now.
see that? You know what that's from?
No.
Bat catching at my kids' baseball practice.
Why are you back catching?
Here's the thing.
Good coach.
So
Back
we needed to change out the pitchers or the catchers, but it takes a couple minutes for them to get the new catching gear on. At the same time, we're changing out the pitcher. So I said, I'll sit in for 5 pitches. We do it all the time. Not with a live batter though. And I haven't done that in a while.
You had a live batter?
Yep. Oh yeah. Live batter right in front of
Were
me.
you wearing a helmet?
No. And I should not have been doing
Oh
this.
my
It was
God.
really
This is-
stupid.
You're
I
lucky.
didn't think he was going to swing. I thought he was just standing there because I did say just a couple warm-up pitches, let's go. But he swang at the first one. I lost sight of it in the sun and the swing, and it nailed me on the inner thigh. That was a week and a half ago. And that bruise is still like pretty bad.
Yeah, it's meaty.
So I have a few questions.
that
Number one, what is
dude.
the past tense of swing?
Swung.
You said swang.
Swang it.
Swang.
When do you say
That's from
swang?
the south. Swang.
When do you swang?
You said swang.
Maybe. Say a lot of things. but
Okay, so that wasn't past tense of swing. It's
No,
swang.
he swung the bat.
Swang.
He swang the bat.
Sure.
Yeah, if you guys start pointing out my mistakes.
No, I
in
was
the
asking because I
talkings,
thought maybe I've been
in the
doing it
verbal-
wrong.
in the
I've been-
verbal expressions.
We're 500 episodes
We're
in. I
gonna-
might have been saying swung incorrectly. Asterisk. I used to say asterix. And someone one day pointed me out, said that's not a word. Asterix is that cartoon.
It's a cartoon.
I've been saying asterix as a star. No?
Asterisk.
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 What are you saying?
Asterix.
But that's fine. That's just like one of those things.
What do you mean one of those
Come on.
things?
Well, it is. Well,
Like
is it
swang
one of
over
those?
here?
I
But like,
used to say
no.
asterisk
Like
too.
when you say
did?
it, when you say it really
because
fast,
the cartoon.
like, oh, the Golden Knights Stanley Cup has an asterisk next to it. Asterisk. Like, if someone calls you out on that, they're kind of a dick.
Well,
They're kind of a dick.
they are
But
kind
you're
of.
saying asterisk.
It's just my Alberta
Same thing.
accent because like I seen
Got that
them
swang.
yesterday.
No, that's Sasky, buddy. Don't even try to take
Is that
credit
like
for the
Britney Spears
scenes.
speaking in a British accent to Wemby?
I seen her yesterday.
Don't you dare take credit for the
I
scenes.
hate that one.
Yeah, it's not a good one.
It's like nails on a chalkboard for me when people are like, "Oh, I seen it." Ooh.
Get over it, man.
I don't think I can.
It's a cultural thing.
I know.
Watching you interview all those kids at the brick tournament in your M-Check made me uncomfortable.
Shout out to the brick tournament, by the way. I was late for my meeting today because I got a text at like 9:30. And it was the guy who runs the brick tournament. He was like, "Hey, our play-by-play guy's sick. Can you be here in an hour to call a game?" I was like, "Fucking A rights, I can be there."
Look at you, you're a gamer.
So I went over with our friends at the brick tournament and I called a game between the Toronto Bulldogs, who come with a mascot, very odd, and the Western Selects, which is the team from.
Ooh, that one went into overtime.
And I got to call the OT winner.
That was a good goal too. He went all the way for giveaway.
Yeah.
Giveaway. And
How do you know all
I
this?
saw it because I love the brick tournament and I watch clips on Instagram, and so they usually put the big goals. Well, they put that that winner, and I actually thought that from the clip that it was about to happen in that end. A little bit of a giveaway.
Yeah.
Kid goes end to end, makes a move on the defenseman, and goes far side.
So
And it was sweet.
these kids and like their mannerisms are so pro. So I did play-by-play. Then I have to do a walk-off interview with the first star. So me and him are standing in this little
That's what I saw.
me and him are standing in this little booth and he's got the towel around him and the eye black.
Does he got a little upper decky lip pillow in there?
Honestly, wouldn't even surprise me. And then I asked him, I was like,
Big lead shoot.
I was like, oh, like what's
Yeah.
going through your mind as you're going up the ice? Because like you lost the puck, then you got it back. I was like, take me through your goal. And he goes, yeah, I know, it felt great. That's probably the biggest goal of my life. And he takes the towel, wipes his face before he continues his answer.
Oh, the best.
I was like, holy shit, it sent me. It was so funny.
What weirded me out is that you spoke to the kids in the same adult voice you speak to Connor at the All-Star game.
You got to.
But I respect that. You weren't talking down to them. You were interviewing them.
And he was like, yeah, you know,
How was the goal?
He was like, yeah, I lost the puck, thought I was offside, but didn't hear a whistle, so I just kept playing. And I was like, there we go, there we go. Shout out to Jackson Ross, who you'll hear about in the NHL one day.
You think so?
He was really good.
There's a
tournament,
likelihood.
Every single tournament, if you go down into the hallway and if you want to brave the heat down there, they have all the names of every kid that's ever played in that tournament. And then,
6 players in the Stanley Cup Finals this year played in that tournament. 6.
oh yeah.
It's because the Vegas is full of Western leaguers.
Mm-hmm.
So when these kids get to the NHL, if they do, they put a red line underneath their name showing that this person every single year has at least 7, 8, 9, 10, some years or more, but there's never less than like 5 or 6 kids that are playing in this tournament right now that will make the NHL.
So I did it a couple, 6 years ago, I think now, is when I did my first brick tournament. And one of the kids who was real good on Team Brick went like 2nd overall in the dub draft this year. I remember seeing his name being like, oh shit, I called him at the brick tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. The kids are unbelievable.
It's cool. You get swept up in it. And
it's fun to
the
watch.
crowds around there. Here's the thing about the ice rink that I don't think we talked about in our review of that is there's a big net all the way around it, but in between the net and the boards is about 7 feet worth of space.
Yeah.
They fill it with people on each side. Each team gets their own parent side. They put up signs for their kids. It is ruckus. It is really, really cool. But these kids are they got legit shots.
They have better hockey IQ than any of us on this podcast.
They ring one off of guaranteed. They ring one off a post or get one loose and it's going up into the crowd. So you got to have your head on a swivel when you're up there. But it's cool, man. You get swept up in that.
Yeah. I'm kind of hoping the play-by-play guy's sick tomorrow because I wouldn't mind doing a game in the morning.
You're hoping a man is ill?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I can do the play-by-play for anybody, 10-year-olds.
Do you know? Do you know the makeup of this tournament? Do you know when this is going to end? Is it over the weekend? Because I don't really know.
Playoff Saturday, final Sunday.
Go
Montreal Junior Canadians.
You'll be blown away at how good these 9-year-old kids are.
You sit there and you watch the passes they make, and dude, there's far point bank pass off the boards to the guy down low, and it's insane shit. The fucking lanes they
It'd
see.
be interesting to see like a play-by-play from now versus the first year of the tournament. How far 9 and 10-year-olds have come over the last.
Oh
20
yeah,
years.
it's insane for sure.
Well, you always see the brick tournament is the one that always posts highlights of people who either just got drafted or people who had like a big year or something. The most recently was Connor Bedard. And it's like insane.
He's got his creepy dead eyes plastered on the body of a 9-year-old in the Connor Bedard highlights. And you can just tell he's just staring at everybody with them bug eyes. You know, he's got those special eyes of special athletes.
Connor Bedard,
for a living.
he's an athlete. Yep.
His first pitch wasn't bad.
No, it actually wasn't. I did see that in Chicago. Chalmers, you said you were handling all the prep for today's show. Right?
Well, I got a list. I got stuff to talk about.
Like, but should we talk about the draft? This is our first episode since the draft.
Didn't you guys do podcasts from it?
We did one.
Did one.
Yeah, but we didn't. Did we do like a full on recap of the draft? Well, what?
Here's my recap.
We could talk about the draft.
Costin's gone. Connor Brown's here.
I could reenact the Wemby slap and talk in a British accent, and you could be the security guard, Check.
But that's not draft talk.
I'm the security guard.
Hello.
That means you get to hit.
Hello, Wemby.
So, Jared,
it's me, Brittany.
I'm not saying I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah, let's talk about
It's not a terrible idea.
Nashville was cool.
Actually, Nashville is shit hot. It was so hot and so humid.
Yes,
Great
that is
breakdown.
correct. Great breakdown. You were credentialed media for round 1 of the NHL draft. After the first 5 picks, is that not the most boring thing you've ever experienced in your life?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. It's
Like once Mitchkov went, it was like
it moved slow.
So like, set the scene here, because I asked you these questions, but clearly you're not going to just give it up. You had credentialed passes. What type of access? Everybody knows what the draft floor looks like. The whole rink is basically a bunch of tables. There is obviously the stage. There is an air media area, and then there is the crowd. Where were you? Where were you allowed to go? How close?
Anywhere but on the draft stage.
But
on the draft floor.
So
On the draft
before you could get on there before like 30 minutes before the draft or something. They kicked all the media out like 30 minutes before the draft.
Make an announcement saying fuck off.
But yeah, you could go anywhere you wanted up until that point. But we had spots in the media risers, so we're just behind the tables on the ice level.
So I would have found myself staring a lot at certain tables, just seeing how, if they were like animated, if they were calm, like coming up to their draft, like how quickly, if they're just sitting there and they're 3 picks from now, all of a sudden when if they're coming onto the clock, is it just like madness? Like that's the type of stuff that
there's a couple times you saw like GMs get up and talk to one another, and then you're like, okay, what are they talking about? Like you see that kind of stuff. Or there was, I can't remember which team, but there was a little bit of a commotion at one of the tables early on.
The Jets?
Was it the Jets? Yeah,
they
there was
going up, and then they
like everyone like stood up around and were like, okay, something's happening. But nothing happened in the first round.
Yeah.
Except for the surprises of like the minute we walked in, like we're getting like Steven Ellis is like, did you hear? Fantilli's dropping and Carlson's going number 2. That's the rumor. We're like, okay, cool. Sure shit, that's what happened. To me, the interesting thing was
pretty good to know that though.
Oh yeah, it's just like you walk in, there's so much media there. There's just a lot of stuff going on. The interesting thing for me was after Bedard gets drafted, he's going through his motions. I'm with Adam Seaborn, our head of sales at Playmaker, and we're just having a beer on the concourse. And then all of a sudden, like you see like this like mob of people start kind of coming towards us. And then all of a sudden you see in the middle,
Wemby?
It's Connor Bedard.
Ooh.
It's Hockey Wemby. But like he's running, he's now got like a detail around him. Like he went from just being a kid to then getting drafted to then having to walk the concourse with security because he was like moving to the next thing and just came through like as like a wave. And we're
that
like,
quick.
whoa,
What a wild feeling that.
Maybe it was all the people they take up on stage. I mean, every single team seemed to have about 20 guys up there. What team?
Actually, one of the funny you would tell about people up on stage, but not technically on that. During the awards, it was so funny seeing how they'd move people in to fill seats, the seat fillers.
Oh yeah.
I've never been to an award show, so that was hilarious.
We got paired with, because Frank had to go do his hot wing thing. So then some random guy comes and sits with us because like we're in camera shot. So like they got to make everything look full. So it's just some random guy sitting there. I'm like, do you even like hockey? He's like, I'm just here.
Can't even speak.
Did you ask him how much he's getting paid for this?
Oh, should have.
It was funny. Like all these people are
$50
just like dressed up and they're just going and filling seats. And then like Connor Bedard gets up. Oh, they fill someone in his seat and then he comes back. Oh, you got to go. it was very interesting to see kind of like the behind the scenes stuff of
also when they go to commercial break at the NHL Awards and you're in the building, it's just nothing going on. They come on and say, we're in commercial break for 2 minutes. And then everyone just sits there in silence. I thought they would have like some stuff going on.
Play some music.
And it's literally just
something.
silence.
Yeah.
Speaking of the draft, there's this guy in the NBA, Dante DiVincenzo.
Okay.
So he got drafted by the Knicks. They were showing him on draft day. He had $3.71 in his bank account before he signed a $50 million contract with the Knicks. Nice. So that night he's showing his buddies like, I have no money. And everybody was laughing at him because it's about to hit, That'd
just be amazing.
What would Bedard get as a bonus for signing first?
Oh, well, he just gets the rookie deal. He'll get the max out rookie deal.
So what is that?
What is it? 3 point?
Yeah.
All the bonuses.
Does he get one check though after getting drafted? Or does he have to play the whole year to get his paycheck?
I think he does get
there is a signing bonus. I can't remember how big it's nothing crazy.
It's not back in the day where everybody was getting a mil.
To us, it's crazy, but it's not that crazy
for him. Yeah.
Because he isn't signed yet.
It used to be you could get a bigger bonus as a rookie, right? But they redid it.
95K is the most you can get.
95. It used to be like,
okay. Inside the arena draft talk, it's about as good as the commercial break. Let's talk about after the draft. Where'd you guys go? What bar?
Shit, that was
Did you see the draftees?
Well, the first.
Are they old enough? They're not old enough.
Buddy, the first. Okay, you don't see too many draft picks.
That's why you want the draft in Canada.
Someone thought I was a draft pick.
Come on.
So I'm walking. I got like a black golf shirt tucked into my black shorts. Got my sunglasses.
It is the huge entourage.
You know what the NHL draft is? It is a walking, living advertisement for golf shirts. Everyone's in a polo.
So I'm walking, and then Gregor's next to me with his bald head and all, his nice green glasses, tucked in, golf shirt.
Has to.
And we're stopped at like a red light about across the street, and the lady turns to him and goes, "Oh, is this your client?" And Gregor's like, "What?"
You're like, "No, I'm his son."
Oh yeah, he's an agent.
Yeah,
this is my boyfriend.
He's got agent.
You know
vibes.
what? He does.
And I looked at her, I was
vibes.
like, "I'm 25," and she was like, "Oh."
So old
now
to
that
get
you're
drafted?
talking, I get it.
We live together. This is my husband.
That would have been fun.
Chalmers, I don't know if you heard, but the cool thing for us was after the awards night, we got to go to the NHL party.
Now we're talking.
What'd you see?
Why didn't you start with this?
Well, you know, the first person I walked into and we got to see when we walked into the bar, Mark Messier,
Oh my God.
just sitting right there, chilling.
You talk to him?
We walk up to the bar. We order 2
scared.
beers. Jay goes, "I got him." Pulls up his card. Bartender goes, "Oh no, it's on the NHL tonight."
Yeah, open bar.
Open bar.
Okay.
Oh, that buffet at
Bettman's
the
there?
back on
And
the
you
NHL.
didn't drink enough to.
Did you talk to him?
Bill Daly's there? No.
You didn't get up the
I don't
confidence
know.
to
You're
go,
that close.
I
You
know,
might.
but the Stanley Cup is there.
Yeah.
You talked to it?
Oh yeah. We definitely talked to it.
Oh yeah.
Hi, Stanley.
Talk to the moose, eh?
All the media people were there. Wasn't it?
Well, I told the story when Tyler did a little short podcast in Nashville, but where we were sitting in the awards, there was like there's this like walkway between like there's a block of seats, then this like walkway, and then we're in the first row of that. We'll call it walkway. And what happens is when people go like get out of their seats to go on stage. So if Bedard or any of the people go up to get their award or do any talking, they come back through that walkway. So McDavid goes up to get his first award. He comes back through that walkway. Well, he recognizes Gregor, and Gregor's like, "Hey, Connor," and Gregor starts talking to Connor, and Connor's like looking at me, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I immediately just turned to Tyler and I'm
Just say hi, Connor. Hey, Connor.
You locked eyes with Connor McDavid at short range?
And then he got so scared that he turned the other way.
I respect it. I
didn't know what to do. I did not know what to do.
That is crazy.
Here's the thing with Connor McDavid. The one, like, I get that because you never know how he's going to react because he is, sometimes I'd like to see him react with a little bit more excitement towards things. He was getting interviewed and a guy from like a famous guy on TikTok and Instagram who tracks down athletes to give them their own rookie cards. I'm sure Connor McDavid has it.
Card hunting.
That's fine. That's not the point. The point is Connor, you know this is going out. The guy gives it to him. It's just like, what I do, I give people their rookie cards. He grabs it, puts it on his lap, and is like, "Well, thank you. I appreciate it."
What would you like him to do? Jump
and turns
up
away.
and
I
French
just
kiss him?
say, "Hey, come here. Let's take a picture with it." Like anything, man. Interact with your fans. Like, what are you worried about?
Chalmers, if you'd been the number one pick, you'd have gone so crazy with power an hour later that you'd have 100 Wemby bodyguards around you at all times and no one would even get close enough to give you a rookie card. You know you'd have gone crazy with the power.
I would have been nice, though.
No, you wouldn't have.
I would have.
No, 26-year-old.
I would have. I think I at least would have like said more than thank you. I appreciate it. And then just like put the card.
I think you have a bit more
us.
charisma than Connor McDavid. Yes.
Well,
I have shoes that have more charisma than Connor McDavid. That's not the point.
I feel like behind the scenes he's good. Like him and Gregor are having like they're kind of shooting the shit and it seems.
Do you want the best modern NHL player or do you want someone with personality? I would prefer the Connor we have. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take. I mean, I'm just saying.
You know who glad handled people? Patrick O'Sullivan. And look where that ended up.
Jesus, what a
He can't play. He was at the Brick Tournament. His kid was playing in it.
Oh shit, that's the O'Sullivan on Toronto.
And he was like, I really like my time here in Edmonton. I was really excited to come back with the team. He was very gracious on the news about it all. He was very positive.
Is he American though?
He had a big long white beard now.
But he must live in Toronto. He was American. Dustin Schwartz's kid was there. We talked to Dustin Schwartz the other day.
Cool.
There's always
Carter Savoy.
Yeah, talked to Carter Savoy. Held the mic way too close to my face. Video sounded bad. Great stuff.
He's learning.
Great stuff.
No, I held the mic too close.
Well,
It was
what are you
me.
gonna
It was
do?
Me, the broadcast veteran who fucked up.
Pro.
Yeah, that was bad.
So you guys.
That's a
then-
good Connor story.
What was the after party?
So you
All
went to the NHL party.
When you're in Nashville, all roads lead to Tootsie's. It doesn't matter. You're going to end up there.
Bill Guerin gave it a shout
Shout out, yeah. So like
during his draft pick.
we're at a place where it's free drinks all night, and we still left to go to Tootsie's, but we left at like.
Is there a big
midnight,
old
12:30.
lineup or how is that managed?
So I would assume that we've played we've played in the Alzheimer's tournament here.
Yep.
And you go to like Vaughan Steakhouse or at Cook County Saloon like the night, like Saturday night.
Yep.
And most of them are there. And it's just like, oh, okay, there's Lanny McDonald or there's like Brian Trache. Going to Tootsie's that night must have felt like that.
Oh yeah, there's like first person I saw when I got up the stairs is Wanya's favorite player in the whole world, Matthew Tkachuk.
Oh yeah?
Really? Yeah. Did you say hi to him? No, eh?
Say hi to anybody?
Who did I say hi to?
Not saying hi to Connor to me. I respect it more than if you had said hi to
Said
Connor.
hi to Biz because Biz came up and said hi to us.
Yeah, we did talk to Biz.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Why did he come up and say hi to you guys?
I don't know. Yeah, I think he feels compelled that like it felt like
Podcast brethren.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's like a motorcyclist waving to another one.
What up?
I honestly feel like that guy. I felt like he has to host everyone that's there.
Will you tell the real Biz story?
Oh, okay. It's kind of funny. So we're walking on the street, just Gregor and I again, moments after we were confused for an agent and player.
Father and son.
Biz is walking the other way, and Gregor goes, I'm going to go talk to him. He goes, hey, Biz, like, what's up? And Biz just does like the, hey, buddy, how are you? Enjoy the night. All right, see ya. And Gregor was like, like, what happened?
Why would he think that they would know each other?
Because they've done like hits together and stuff.
Oh.
So then after at the awards, Biz comes over and says hi to us and does recognize Gregor. And I was like, hey, what's up? How's it going? And Gregor like more or less calls him out. And he's like, oh, you didn't recognize me earlier. And it was like, whoa, Gregor, why? Leave him alone. And they had a funny little back and forth. And Biz was like, oh, I'm sorry.
I think that's a good icebreaker then. It
was funny.
Moment.
Yeah. It was
Sounds like me and Craig Button. I kept seeing Craig Button. Like, hey, Craig, how's it going? Hey, Craig, how's it going? Oh, hey. And then he comes to finally like sit down with us for a drink a few nights later.
Yeah.
And then Adam's like, hey, man, like Jay's been trying to say hi to you this whole time and you keep shunning him off. And like Craig kind of took offense. Oh, what do you mean? Like I said hi to him every time. Like, nah, you gave me like the...
Because he did the same thing to me at breakfast that morning when I was like, oh, hey, Craig, how are you? And he's kind of like, hi.
Can I ask a question? Cut it then.
I probably will. Wouldn't be episode 500 if I didn't have to take out something inappropriate from that end of the
It
couch.
shocks
When he
me
doesn't
how-
wave back to Jay, he's dissing his boss in this story.
It shocks me how early that this podcast comes out from the moment I leave here. I don't think you edited enough. Yeah, we need to give you more work. I'm gonna start saying bad shit just to make you have to sit here
Real
and do it.
fucked up stuff.
So look, you guys are seeing who's who's. You're having a great time in Nashville.
Yeah.
Partying at Tootsie's with all the Royals.
All the Royals.
Didn't go say hi to a single one of them. But
I think
then
you could have said
you're
hi
like-
to the Moose. I think if
think
you'd
you
been
could've
like,
too.
you and I used to
Was there-
party
was
at
there
the
people
club back
around
in the day.
Was there people around him?
I know he was at the bar by himself.
You could have literally gone up to him and
Did
been
he
like,
look fighting fit in $1
Mark?
million
Oh,
man?
he looks like he can play right now.
like you should have literally, Mark,
I know.
I'm from Edmonton.
I know.
I
Country
just
Club
want you to
Connect.
know that I used to see you around the Edmonton Country Club all the time. And I even sat in a room where you had the cup
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
anything.
And yes, the green on
And he'd have been
7
like,
still
"Holy-"
slopes too far to the left. He'd
I guarantee
love
those
it.
guys like him nostalgic shit like that.
Yeah.
From back in his favorite time in life, probably. I mean, I'm sure he had some good times in New York,
Yeah,
but
like, or shooting that Lay's commercial would have been big for him.
That was big.
I just can't think that those 9 years in Edmonton winning 5 Stanley Cups weren't something that he would be happy to reminisce about, especially when you can dive deep into it, being like, I was in a room.
Can we just bring fucking Chalmers next year to the awards?
Fuck yeah, let's do it.
He'll be
I'll
busy
talk
trying
all
to jump
these
off the
people.
diving board. He'll be hammered.
Talk to all of them. Probably say bad shit to most of them. Not really care.
If I saw Connor McDavid that close, I would not have the wits about me
I
to say
know.
one word. man.
Especially
Especially at the award show.
I know. I was
no.
fucking freaking out. I was freaking out.
No.
I didn't know what to do. I was staring at
It's
Tyler.
okay.
He
You're
was my crutch.
yeah.
That's what I'm there for.
Well, I'm glad you guys had such a good time. So now we talked about. I'm gonna.
Well,
But-
no, I'm going to
No,
talk
it's
about.
It's the same thing.
Oh, it is? Okay, keep going then.
It does pose a question though that's not about the draft. So let's finish that,
Okay.
and then we'll go back.
Okay.
Circle back, as the businessmen say.
I was going to do an ad read.
Oh,
As the business.
well then,
man
good. This is a good segue.
Yeah, because we do actually have some business talk about when it comes to the Oilers Nation Open. Spots are open. Spots are open.
Spots are open. Spots are
$1,000
live.
for a foursome, or we are bringing back by popular demand,
Mosaic
teams.
pricing?
Mosaic pricing. All you need to do is you can DM me. You can probably DM Jay.
We've
as
actually
well.
set up a link on the site.
Is it on the site though? Can you
Yeah.
find it just by going to Nation? I'm going to try to do this. Okay, so you type in nationgear.ca, right?
Yeah.
First thing you see is Oilers Nation Open,
Yeah. Okay.
annual Oilers Nation Open. Oh, Mosaic Golfer. It's right there. Boom. You sign up, $250 a spot, and you're going to get put on a team with other podcast
Yeah,
listeners and
so we
Nation
put
citizens.
12 spots. So right now we're allocating 3 teams to Mosaic,
Okay.
and then we'll just kind of go from there.
I had an idea I wanted to workshop with you.
I have one
That's
too. I would
corporate
like to
bullshit.
go after you.
So I love Nation Gear. I think we need quarter zips. And I had that idea the other day.
Chalmers.
I'm
your
about to
Remcheck had that
I
idea.
almost kicked over this table.
No, it was your Remcheck's idea.
So anyways, I had that idea. And I know the rule at the company is if you have the idea, you get 10% of all revenue. So I'm excited for the start of the quarter zips since I came up with that the other day.
Great idea, by the way.
Invented them.
No, but my real idea was, so we in the past have done the 3 of us auctioning off to golf with us.
Yeah.
Do we want to do that again this year? Or I did think of another idea.
We pay for the person and we draw their name and they have to win it. No, I'm just kidding. You go.
I was going to say, if you sign up as a Mosaic golfer,
Ooh.
one lucky Mosaic golfer gets to golf with us, or we could do like you two and me and Liam, and we could do like 4 lucky Mosaic golfers are going to get to golf with the podcasters. Or would we rather raise more money for charity and do the auction the way we always have? I just thought that might be a different flair. It's like, oh, the Mosaic golfers, if you're coming and you're like maybe nervous, you won't get to golf with someone you know or whatever, like there is a chance you're golfing with them.
Oh, that's a tough one.
It's a good idea,
It's
right?
a good idea.
It is a really
Almost
good
as good
idea.
as the quarter zips.
It's a good idea. Yeah, almost quarter zip.
You guys are
worthy.
getting hounded with quarter zip requests, aren't you? After my brilliant idea.
I can have one of those straws.
Yeah, I offered you one earlier.
I don't know.
thank
I'm
you.
so torn. Like, it's a great idea because we love the Mosaic golfers. We love the Mosaic teams. It's great innovation last year. But the auctioning helps us raise more money for Gregor's grads. So it's really a
so
catch-22.
inside baseball here, did we have 12 Mosaic golfers last year?
with 3 Mosaic
3 teams, yeah.
So you sold out of the 12 spots in Mosaic
Yeah.
golfers.
Yeah.
And does 12 have to be the cap number?
Well, no, it just has to be increments of 4.
Right.
Yeah.
We just did it because of the demand, we opened up more spots.
Yes. Okay. I understand this has to be. This is a good idea though. I like the idea. I do like golfing, the 3 of us with like last year, obviously it was 2 of them.
Yeah,
and
they were
that's great. They've
John
been
Ryan.
great every year. Yeah. Fanny Pack Freddie.
No, that was 2 years ago.
That's what I'm saying. No, I'm saying in like Fanny Pack Freddie. Like they've been great. It's always been a ton of fun. But I understand the idea of maybe splitting the teams up. I don't know. It's a good idea.
Yeah. Are we making more memories for more people if we split up and all go with different, or if we did 2 and 2 or whatever? It's interesting.
Can I tell you my idea?
Mm-hmm.
I saw a really
zips.
fun thing at a golf tournament where you putt from one spot and all over that green is a bottle of different type of booze. There's a bottle of wine over here, big Texas Mickey way back here. Get one shot for $5.
Oh, is this like you put it on the putting green?
Yeah.
Like a booze draw kind
And
of.
that one putt and you hit, you get to take what you hit.
Yeah.
So obviously the Texas Mickey is like 70 feet. It's not going to be easy to hit that.
No.
So you can like
Buy 4 putts.
right. And you can just keep trying. I mean, there's going to be times where people straight up miss going for something that they really want.
Do like a can of beer from like 6 feet.
Here's the problem. When they win it, they're not going to be able to take it right there and there. They're going to have to get it after the tournament or it's going to get ugly. If like at the beginning of the tournament, somebody wins like a Texas Mickey and it's gone by the time. So, but it's a good idea. It raises money for Gregor's grad.
Yeah.
You know,
Gregor is paying principals in this city to let people graduate that shouldn't. You think that's cheap? You think that's cheap? You just walk up to the principal, Harry Ainley, say this undeserving student needs to graduate. What's
like
it going to
Scott's
take?
Tots.
How much of this you need, huh? You give the money symbol. It's a
Bag
grand
milk,
a
Scott's
kid.
Tots.
That's
Best episode ever.
I saw a fun golf drinking game the other day that has nothing to do with the Oilers Nation Open, but I figured I'd explain it because it sounds like fun. Have you ever played the drinking game Speedball?
No.
So table, pretend this is like a beer pong table.
Yeah.
2 on 2. You each have a can on the corner. And then if I'm playing against you, Jay, I take a ping pong ball and I rifle it as hard as I can at one of those 2 cans on the other side. If I hit it, you and your partner got to go get the ball, run it back, touch the can with it and yell stop.
Oh, I played that.
In the meantime, I'm drinking as fast as I can. The objective is to drink your beers as fast as you can. You can only drink.
So you win by
Dude.
drinking your beers.
Yeah, as fast as you can. And you can only start drinking when you hit the other team's can with your ping pong ball.
Here's the thing. When I played
There's
it,
a thing.
I noticed that the better you did,
The floor glot slantier? That's because you're drunk.
but I was like, that seems counterintuitive to what you're trying to do.
No, because getting
You're trying to
drunk
make
is
the-
fun, damn
That's
it.
the object
it
of the
is.
game.
I hate in beer pong when like you're doing good and it's like, oh, I'm staying sober because I haven't drank in like 3 games.
Yeah. But it was fun. It's very fun. You got to touch your cap.
So there's
Oh,
a
God,
golf
it's good fun.
adaptation to it.
Okay.
Oh boy.
You go teams of 2, 2 on 2.
Yeah.
First guy tees off and his partner stands like kind of, parallel to him, out of the way though. Second he hits it, crack, start drinking. You have until the ball lands to finish drinking. And
That's
then you
fun.
go and then you do it on like a par 5, right? So it's a handful of shots. And every shot you can only drink while your partner's ball is in the air. And you try to see if anyone can finish their drink by the end of the hole.
Oh, I'd be the greatest partner ever for
You
that.
would. He hits a high ball.
And I watched it and was like, oh my God. If I
Okay,
did
well,
this
we're
with
going to
Jay-
do that with our, if we do the route where the 3 of us play with a listener,
Okay.
that is auctioned off, we will do that one hole.
Okay.
It has to be a par 5.
Sure.
Or it's par 5 is better.
Yeah.
More
Gets you an
shots,
extra
more
shot,
drinks.
yeah. Everyone's
Yeah.
going driver to start,
I love it. But we'll have to like split up the foursome into 2 teams of 2. And can we try to win this thing this year?
I would like to.
We come in second, like,
You know how many times
Way
I've
too
been
many
golfing
times.
this year? my game's getting to a
and we
good
keep
level.
losing to my
Really?
brother-in-law's
Jeez, I'm
team,
not
and I'm
playing.
getting a
Oh, man.
little rattled.
They only
by it.
won
I think
like
I've
2
been
He
years
brings
in a row.
ringers though. He brings
Oh, yeah, he
absolute
stacks it up.
studs. Bunch of weapons come out here. Anyways,
500 episodes, Chalmers, gun to my head. I couldn't tell you the plot line of 10 of them.
Nope. Do you want me to? Okay, so you guys went to that party. You guys had an amazing time, and it got me thinking. This week was what people say is the greatest party thrown right now, and that is the white party thrown by Michael Rubin.
Go on,
The
go on.
Fanatics. You know what I'm talking about?
Do I know what you're talking
Okay.
about? What do you want to talk about? Emily Ratajkowski's twerk?
It is a
You see it?
hyper exclusive party. Everything is in white. Everybody must wear white. We're talking Jay-Z, Tom Brady,
Grant Williams.
It's a eclectic
bench NBA player. He was there.
Yeah. But
Sterling Shepard hasn't touched a football field in 4 seasons.
but listen,
He's there.
they know something.
He's a fanatic.
This thing has its own like medical tent. And famously last year, Charlie and Dixie D'Amelio
Who I think
were
we're both underage, but continue.
making bagels
Stop
in the
ruining this
kitchen
party.
and cut themselves pretty bad. Anyways,
Making bagels.
it's like the biggest party. People sent out all these pictures, and it's like one of those things I was like, that's a party I would pretty much give anything to be at.
Would you really?
I think so.
Would you go around and talk?
Oh, hell yeah.
That's gangster.
I would love it.
Don't
I think-
approach Wemby.
But I was thinking, like, of those parties, like you guys went to this after draft, like after awards party,
Yeah.
with the NHL buying all of your alcohol. That's awesome.
And not everyone was invited.
Yeah. Should we say who didn't get in?
Go
Is
ahead.
it funny?
Don't be mean.
Oh, the on the bench guys didn't have a ticket. You needed a ticket.
Yeah.
And they were like, we're going to get in. Like, don't worry. See you there.
And the NHL brought them there. Anyway,
What did they dress like to the party?
they were in their on the bench gear.
And did they get to the door?
There was other media guys and stuff that couldn't get in.
No.
There was
Just like
Jake,
Shaq
there was
and Bronny.
players. There was players
Shaq
that couldn't
Jr.
get
and Bronny
in.
getting denied at that party.
Shaq Jr. and Bronny got denied to, what was her name's party?
Somebody was having a birthday party in LA and they
Sweetie.
and they turned up and they're like, we don't care. Get out of here.
They were also underage.
But Bronny shouldn't be getting denied nothing.
But they're underage.
Yeah.
Bronny James is not underage for anything, my friend.
So like number one party you'd want to be at.
Yeah.
Kentucky Derby, like
Cool.
16th hole Sunday at the PGA, at the Waste Management, like Super Bowl party, a Stanley Cup party for what team and what era. What is like the number one party you would like to go
BET
to?
Awards.
I'd say having a handful of beers with you guys. You know,
Oh
just
my
500
God.
On our
episodes, you mean
500?
so much to me.
On our 500th. BET Awards, Charles.
You don't go to any party, so I'm not going to ask. you.
BET Awards would be sick to go to. I was there for Source Awards.
What's your answer, Chalmers? The white party?
The white party, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. 100%.
Party I would want to be invited to.
I would just be worried about wearing white all night
think
because
Michael
I'm
Rubin's a
not
goober.
clean at parties.
I think he kind of is too.
I don't like him.
I wouldn't eat at that party. Let's put it that way.
But did you hear Dave Portnoy got invited last year?
Yeah, got uninvited.
And he got uninvited. So apparently, like when you're invited, your +1 is not guaranteed. Only certain guests get a +1. And Dave Portnoy, I guess, got invited for the first time last year, called up Michael Rubin. He got a +1 and goes, I need 2 more. And Michael Rubin is like, you're never coming to this party. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Wow.
How dare you ask me for
That's
for
the way to
+3?
do
I'm just
it.
waiting for Portnoy to start his own party to rival it at the exact same time.
Oh, I saw a party that was happening in Nashville while we were there. The on the Bus Boys.
Yeah.
Bussin' with the Boys.
Taylor
Bussin' with
Lewan
the Boys.
and
They
Will
threw
Compton.
a party and they did a TikTok. So it's like going all the famous people, right? All these guys from Barstool, all these NFLers, NBAers, and they were doing like I think the drunkest is going to be this person. Midland, who's a big country band, was all there. Then it cuts to James Neal. And James Neal's like, hey, I think the drunk is going to be that guy.
Shut up, James Neal.
The fuck are
Oh,
you
yeah,
James
doing?
Neal was wearing a suit, but with suit shorts.
They had like, I don't
How
know
does
if it
teeth
was
look?
like,
Bright?
We did see him in person at the draft.
they just kept doing, and you broke the rule because I didn't bring up Barstool, but you did.
We have a rule?
Every time I brought it up, I got yelled at.
That's the Chalmers rule.
You did?
Tyler, you yell at me when I bring it up. You're always like,
Not at all. I'm always saying we should. I'm always saying we should. I've said we need to talk about more podcasts on the show, and we need to get quarter zips. Those
But when I quote the oilrig.com, you always get mad at me.
So it was like they kept putting out clips. So I thought they were having like a week-long pool party, and in every clip was Glenny Balls. Do you know who that guy is?
Yeah.
He's so
I
funny.
know
Big
who
fat
Glenny
guy
Balls
who
is.
eats the ice cream on Sunday Conversations with Caleb Presley.
Okay,
show
you've gone
too.
too far now, Chalmers.
He has a show too.
Bag
Yeah.
Milk Party. What one? Blink 182 live in Nice.
I was I almost drove to Calgary the day after I saw them. I was tempted.
Because they
I
were
was
that
thinking
good,
I'd do
eh?
it. It's just like, yes, they were, and also the nostalgia of it. It was a great night. Plus, tickets were like half the price in Calgary, so
How much is a ticket to?
I spent way too much.
182.
Can I hear it? Come on, that was smart.
across the board.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I was sitting right at the stage, 10 rows up. There were $600 a piece.
Okay, so like what I'm about to say then is not going to be as bad, but that is incredibly expensive for
Crazy.
Nickelback was the same
So,
shit.
Nickelback was the same. Like if you want to sit kind of
this weekend. I went Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
to Nickelback?
Nope, drunk. Canada Day, long weekend.
You just got drunk every day.
Lots of parties. Wow, we were just parties, man.
Yeah,
Parties
you were
to-
socialites.
None of the white ones. So on Monday night, I just want to take it easy. This might have been Tuesday night. I can't even remember now. But it was my niece's 18th birthday.
Yes.
And she asked me.
What year is it?
I know. My niece is 18
God.
years old. So they went out for dinner and I went to go meet them at the bar because my other nephew had come in for it.
Yeah.
So she, on the weekend, said, Uncle, I hear you're the only one that likes Drake. And I was like, yeah, I love Drake. She goes, would you go to a Drake concert with me?
we fly to Vancouver. I'm in.
Just wait. I'll tell you. So I said, yeah, I'd go to a Drake concert. Is he coming to Edmonton? No, he's only going to Vancouver. I said, well, Kaylee, it's going to be a lot easy for us to go to a concert if it's in Phoenix. We can fly. It's easy to fly there. We've got a place to stay. Go to Phoenix. Somehow, after a bunch of drinks, I say, yes, let's do this. So I've booked us plane tickets to go, just me and her, for 2 days to go to Drake.
You regret this
Phoenix.
how much?
I do
now?
not regret it. But then we looked up tickets to the show. $460 a piece. US beside the stage.
Mama.
And I was like, oh boy. But we're doing it. I mean, like,
Are you sitting there though, or are you gonna go back a little?
no, we're going to sit there. So we're talking about the floor, whatever.
If you're flying to Arizona, you just do it.
Yeah.
You got to do
My
it.
brother-in-law's.
though, she's 18. She can't drink in Arizona.
Oh, says who? State law.
That's true. And I'm, what I
just
get her,
ask
what
her
I get her,
into
a
Charlie
cooler or
D'Amato
something,
drink?
I
I don't have a pro serve in Arizona. I'll say whatever
Wouldn't
when
it
it
be
comes to
super
that.
Speaking of which, at Blink, they had a Blink 182 cocktail.
Yeah.
That was $45.
Oh.
See, that's crazy. I don't know the price. You know what? It's a small price to me, I think, because like my oldest nephew's like 19 now, and we have never gone and done something. He also lives in Calgary, but like this is an opportunity to make a really cool memory with my niece. So gonna pay that price.
It reminds me of when I asked a certain somebody to fly to Vancouver to go to Drake, and I got turned down immediately.
Oh, I thought you got the yes, but then the turn down. I thought you got the tease.
Well, yeah.
Did
of
you?
course. That's how
Do you
it
want to come to
goes,
Phoenix with
definitely.
us?
Kind of.
The 6th to the 7th.
September?
Of September.
Kind of.
I'm tempted.
Come on down. It's honestly the flights are
Tyler's tempted, he said.
okay.
Yeah,
So I
on
bought
brand.
2 flights with a companion flight on WestJet, and I used 300 WestJet miles because that was the amount I could use. I wasn't allowed to use a single cent more, and it made my base fare price $379, less than 1 ticket to Drake for both of us to fly from Edmonton to Phoenix and back.
Round trip for 2. It's like $180 each.
Yeah, it was like $191.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's banging.
it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So
What concert are we thinking about going to?
Yeah, we might go.
We might go.
Yeah. I think we should go.
what do you
Coming to
mean?
Union Hall.
Who?
Lil Pump.
Shut up.
Yes.
Damn.
Would you be interested?
I do like Lil Pump.
I think he'll be terrible, but it's worth trying.
It'll
I
be
don't see
so
him-
bad that I want to see it.
I don't see him
don't
putting
even
forth
know
what we would
what
call
Lil Pump
a
is.
good effort
Well,
in the
that's
industry.
part of why I want to go.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be the spectacle of how shitty a Lil Pump concert at Union Hall makes me
It'll
want
be
to go.
the best. There'll probably be 8 people
If
there.
I
Have you
do
been to
butterfly
concerts
doors
at
in
Union
person,
Hall?
I'll cry.
Have you been to concerts at Union Hall?
Yes.
Last concert I went and saw was Guar at Union Hall.
I saw Snoop at Union Hall.
I
He
saw
was good.
Lil
I was there
Dicky
with
at
you.
Union Hall. It was fun.
It's not a bad venue.
No, it's good. It's nostalgic for me.
It's
We
great.
used to go to. Didn't it used to be called Starlight Room? No, where's
No,
Starlight Room?
That's downtown.
That's downtown.
Yeah, right. Okay, what's the other one? That
My thoughts when I think of Union Hall is back in the day when you used to get 25-cent highballs from like 8 to 9.
what did it
And
used
then
to
it
be
was
called?
50-cent highballs from 9 to 10.
It was
It's
called,
called something else.
What was it called when we did pub crawls?
Trying to think. It had the rink in it.
Yeah.
By Argyle.
They always played. They played Thunderstruck at midnight.
No, we never
Thunderdome?
went. We never
Thunderdome.
went. We never went. It was past the Thunder.
Okay.
Thunderdome was past our
Okay,
time.
so
Not
we're like in the
Barry
middle
T's.
now.
And then after it was
Middle.
something. It was red logo. I think it was one word and started with an S. Fuck.
Okay, well,
The other
Let's
day was
look it
trying to
up.
think so hard of what was in Rum Jungle after Rum Jungle that was Egyptian themed. Remember, you'd walk up to it.
Empire Ballroom.
Empire Ballroom. Well done. Remember when the mall used to be fun? I do.
So this is just a thread I found. Goose Loonies became the Thunderdome, became Tonic, became Union Hall.
Tonic. Sorry.
yeah.
Tonic. I don't know why I thought it was
So
an
you
S.
said that was a thread? As
That's
in a
an
thread on
amazing-
Twitter or a
Tonic.
thread?
that's amazing.
Is the thread what bars used to be? What bars?
Yeah.
Goose
Oh.
Loonies.
Yeah, that's
Goose Loonies.
yeah.
What was the ranch used to be called? That one.
Barry
right?
T's.
That was Barry T's.
Then
Okay.
standard.
Yep,
and then
standard.
Then back to the ranch again.
I went in.
Midway
Chalmers'
now.
sister got me to Barry T's when I was 16.
We were 16 years old.
Remtrick has his pro serve. You want to keep that down?
My
Well,
sister-
this is
my
he
sister-
wasn't even alive.
Statute of
so
limitations.
he had to
My
be
sister-
alive to enforce his pro serve.
My sister, I don't know if she cares that I say this, but she was seeing a guy whose brother was a male stripper.
Oh,
And
I
he-
looked up to this guy and he drove a Jeep and he was jacked.
Unbelievable wealth.
Top down, California top cover on the back.
He had long hair. Like picture if you ever seen the movie The Program. Have you
I
seen the
still
movie The
remember
Program?
his name. I'm not going to say it.
You should see the movie The Program.
Jeff Bezos.
It's called. He looks like Latimer.
Latimer. He looks
Yeah,
like Latimer.
he looks like
was
Latimer.
jacked. And yeah, so one night, Des was like, we're going to go there for ladies' night after the strippers are done. And we were like just hanging out with them. And we were like, they asked us if we wanted to come. We could get you in. We were like, yeah. And we
Unbelievable.
went, and it was awesome.
My God,
Yeah.
I was like, it was.
Past the statute.
Like you walked in and you're just like, I am in another place.
Yeah,
I
that's
am
crazy.
not in Edmonton. I am in a Vegas. I'm in
And
Studio
the women,
54.
and it was just women everywhere because it was ladies' night, and they had a bowl, didn't they?
I don't think they had a bowl.
Okay, maybe this is another ladies'
I have a new answer to my question of I could attend any party. I want one night out with you three when you were 25, but me current day, like me 25, all you guys 25.
25 is a little late.
What? Little late?
Well, no.
We were
We
still kicking, but yeah,
we were still kicking it out. But
2021.
2021.
Yeah.
2021 is when we really made hay.
You need to have come on a pub crawl, Europe, Chuck.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That would have made a man out of you. People would start dropping after an hour. We'd be like, what happened to that guy? Passed out in the parking lot. What happened to that guy? Fell down in
There was
between
always,
two cars.
he didn't make it to the second bar.
No.
Well, because you always started it at like Juice, which was
Originally
Free
Club
drink
Malibu.
tickets for everybody.
and it was drink tickets.
You gotta turn
but
up.
it was $2 highballs because we started at like 7. So between or started at like 6. So between like 6 and 7, $2 highballs, and everybody.
We would have a nightclub full at 6:30
We were making
o'clock
minimum
at night.
wage. We'd fill this place. We would drink till like 7 and then go out and like, we got
Do
Well,
it
every
big.
place
That
gave
was
us a
fun.
special.
Yeah.
They did.
And like generally, like remember pouring booze in people's mouths and shit? It was good.
Oh, the days.
I'd be like, what I'm going to need to show up at your shit bar is 2 pre-filled jugs of booze I can pour in our customers' mouths on the dance floor. And this was considered a top drawer party.
So on Tuesday, we went to the bar for her 18th birthday, and it was
bar?
Can I say? I don't know. I'm always Beercade. We went to Beercade,
Okay. Sure.
and I should have just said the other ones.
It doesn't matter. You say your
whatever.
life. You're not.
Beercade. So we went to Beercade, and it was just there was just not many people there, and I was like, "Where's good on Tuesday?" And
The past.
she had asked her 18-year-old friends already, and they just don't think it exists, man. Like where we had a night every night.
Yes.
I don't think that exists. Right?
I don't think it does.
No.
Monday to
19-year-old
Sunday.
kid, send me the list. So, and we'll you know what we'll do? We'll try to hit one of those nights.
I'm trying to remember. Okay, Mondays it would be one of two things. You would do Margarita Mondays at Earl's, and then you would go Mondays. I believe it was Malibu. It was Malibu
The
off
Morgue.
white. It was.
Morgue.
I don't think it was. Oh no,
No,
was
not the Morgue.
Sunday was
Sorry.
Senior Frogs. Sunday you had
Frogs.
option of Senior Frogs or going to the drink on the south side.
It was Senior-
or Cocktail
yeah.
Club.
Yeah.
Those were your options. And then so Monday was Club Malibu, I believe, the Armory one.
The Armory.
And Margarita Monday. Tuesday would have
Ezzy's.
been Ezzy's,
Yeah.
or we had the option of going to Cowboys because if I was,
It was kind of still good on Tuesdays.
Wednesdays was what was Wednesdays?
A wing Wednesday somewhere, maybe.
Wing Wednesday, but there was somewhere to go at night. I'm trying to remember where it
Holy
was.
smokes. We need to get all of our friends on this. We need to put out our list.
Where the hell was Wednesdays?
I don't remember either.
Thursdays was obviously Cowboys.
Oh, don't even get me started.
Yeah,
You're anywhere
Fridays was Nashville's. Saturdays was Rum Jungle. So what the hell was Wednesdays? Damn it.
I remember one time being in Cowboys and working through that we'd been there 4 times already that week, but it was Saturday, and we were at the end. We're like, wow, it's Saturday. Like there's been 7 days this week, and we're fine. But so 4 Cowboys nights in a week wasn't out of the question.
Oh,
You wouldn't handle an hour in Cowboys.
Probably not.
I had a buddy become a bouncer at Cowboys once, and that was arguably one of the worst things that happened
That's
in our
big
life.
league shit.
Yeah, we used to go in the back door, felt like Big Boss,
That's cool.
up the stairs in the dirty casting couch.
You're like the exact same age in this story, hasn't aged a day or reverse aged a day either. How old are you?
Hail Satan.
Okay, before we keep going along, have to talk about the new Oodle Noodle hot box you guys are doing.
yeah, it's coming out right away.
So the idea is that it's hot in the summer, but there's a study that if you eat hot,
It's not a study.
It's called
You're right,
shenanigans.
Science, bro.
It's just called real life.
The facts.
People that live in hot climates eat spicy food to cool down.
it makes no sense.
They start sweating, and that calms down the thermometer in the
Fucking
body.
chili's sky high if you're over in Asia, man.
Yeah.
In the summer?
So think where its food is the spiciest.
Yeah.
It's not in Antarctica.
No.
You know what the official dish of Antarctica is?
What?
Ice.
Yeah.
Well,
Like super cold ice.
Super cold.
that makes sense. We're going to be doing like some content around the hot box that I'm excited for.
Yes.
Me and you might do it joint.
Sure.
There you go. That is all. Check it out.
Stay tuned for the hot box. I want to make sure the flavor profile hits a nice
Oh, and I
nice
had a good
place.
idea for that.
So we're on version 3, so we're very close to launching it. Stay tuned.
we're going to do like a hot box kind of challenge thing where you got to answer some questions while you eat the hot box.
Yeah.
And then I had the idea, I want to get it out now so I don't forget it, because I did forget it for about 3 days now.
3/4 zips?
Yeah, 3/4 zips. And also we should get the guys in Calgary to do the same thing. The questionnaire. They should be one of the episodes.
Sure.
Can we post the content on Oodle Noodle's Threads account?
Yes.
Thank you.
Can we talk about that? Do we want to talk about that?
Both threads?
Threads?
So can I just say that I saw you guys all getting onto Threads, and can you tell me if I'm summing this up correctly? It is just Twitter's, or it's just Instagram, Twitter,
More or less, yeah.
Yes.
but people like it because
You can carry over all your followers. You're not starting from zero. That's the biggest selling point. And it's seamless integration with your Instagram account.
I saw a couple people say and applaud the fact that there wasn't a bunch of commenting from bots. Is that just something that's not going to be there?
Well, it's
or
not
is that
there
something
yet.
that just hasn't been, they haven't caught
Well,
up
Facebook's pretty good at fighting bots overall.
They're not there yet, but like last night was the first night on Threads, and it was the most fun I've had on social media in ages.
Really?
yet?
It was early Twitter. Everybody was just making jokes, posting memes. Everybody was interacting.
There
It
was no
good.
fights.
Was things
No
getting
fights.
like racist and political?
Don't
in the
worry,
comments?
the internet will ruin it for everybody.
Yeah, the internet's going to ruin eventually, but last night was great. I had a blast on Threads last night.
I'm not going on Threads, Chalmers, because I'm doing all my communication going forward on a PlayStation 2. The chat function.
Wanye is being heavily requested. on
NBA
Threads, and he will not
2K17.
give the people what they want.
No, I can't.
You will.
I think this would be a good way for you to like return as your solo social media self. No?
No. I don't
No
miss it.
interest?
No.
You like me? Yeah. Okay.
I'm doing more social than ever before, man, but I'm doing it on behalf of the brands. And really, the brands are the only thing that matters.
That's a good point.
Right?
Follow Oilers Nation on Threads.
Follow Oilers Nation on Google Plus.
Follow it there too.
Follow Oilers Nation on MySpace.
Follow us on Blue Sky also if you want.
Follow us on Nexopia.
I don't understand. Blue Sky seems like too big of a hoop to jump through. That's why I haven't got onto like Blue Sky or Mastodon, because I'm like, oh, they're like totally new.
so
Threads was
I've-
just like easy.
I've got the Nation on all of them. Mastodon sucked ass. Impossible to use unless you're some kind of like dev or something. Blue Sky, you need an invite code. So it's like the cool kids just whining about Twitter on there is all it is. Threads, it's like all our friends are there.
Now, I'm on Truth Social, where I believe the truth is told most
Follow
of
the
the
Nation
time.
on Truth Social also.
But I can't find anyone
We're not
talking
actually.
about hockey.
It's true.
We should do that, but just post like our Oilers conspiracies. Be like, Kessler held his pad.
Marc-Andre Bergeron was a plant.
Was a plant, an industry plant. Chalmers, what other topics did you have?
Home run
so I've
derby.
got-
Home run derby next Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's a home run derby next Thursday.
So explain the time of this, because the chat was incomprehensible to me.
So what's going to happen is we have the field, I believe, between 12 and 1 or 2.
12 and 2, and 3 if we need it unofficially.
So
You're not going to need it.
So instead of doing this program at the regular scheduled time, we are going to do it earlier.
Which is irrelevant to the audience.
Totally. But what I'm saying is we're going to be going straight from here after recording with the video team, I'm assuming, to there.
We should do our podcast from the stadium and just have you like walk up, do a little talking, go back. Still got to go for the
So
yard.
yeah, I was going to say, do you want me to pack up the mobile studio and then we could do the home run derby, then right after just jump into a pod?
From
You
the
can record it
stadium.
in
That's
the
funny.
box.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's power
let's do
there.
it.
All I need is one
100%.
power outlet.
We'll just unplug that fridge.
That's funny.
It's all got mustard in it anyway.
Should we just do it from the box after?
Sure.
We can do it. I'm going to keep the afternoon free because
Thank you.
This is very
Are we getting
fun,
piled
very
up, Chalmers?
exciting.
A little bit? A little bit Thursday piled
Yeah.
up?
Oh yeah. Let's do it.
All right. We live somewhat close to each other. That's an easy
Why
one.
don't you take Chalmers up on his offer and bring a bottle of rye here every week and just watch how the show shifts
I'd
as
be
he's
happy
getting
to.
I would
more
need to get
greased.
Ubered here and Ubered back though.
Yes.
So-
Right off.
Chalmers' idea before we went live today was that he should have a standing bottle of rye in here so he can just.
I agree.
Just chip away at
Well,
it for an
it
hour.
was your idea.
Yeah. That's why I think it's a great idea.
yeah, right. Okay, so yes, home run derby. We're finally doing it. We do. I do think that we should have just like a quick meeting about like the particulars of the structure of the whole thing.
What?
Do we also need to
We
book
tried to hit a home run.
our pitcher?
We try to hit home run.
Gavin.
It's not like
Gavin.
It's just you
But
hitting
we
home
want
runs,
Gavin
isn't
to
it?
film
No,
it.
it's
Kennedy.
yeah.
yeah. So
Oh yeah,
will
probably.
be there.
Hopefully.
what?
If everything works, it is just me hitting home
Yeah.
runs.
Okay. Like, I don't know what to do.
Oh, I'm not going to hit a home run out of there.
I'm going to try.
I can hit a ball far, but I'm not going to hit a
If
home
I
run.
hit it out of the shell, I'll be pumped.
Warning track. Warning track's my goal, and if I can just
we need
get
a
over the fence.
32 ounce.
It's so big.
Because we were sitting there.
2 3/4 barrel. Drop 10.
We were sitting there at the Riverhawks game last weekend, and I'm sitting there in the Oilers Nation box, which is right behind the dugout on the third base line. And I'm looking, and I'm like,
It's far.
Fucking far, man.
Yeah.
It's far.
Yeah. So we're going to do that. I'm very excited to do that. And I've done enough events with you and with our friend group to know that if we don't think of every possible thing that could be brought up later on as to why it didn't happen, then we're not doing our preparation hard enough.
Like why I don't hit a home run?
Yeah.
I'm not strong enough.
The pitching wasn't right. The sun was in my eyes.
I'm not worried. No,
Gavin's a pitcher?
Yeah,
I wore a sweater when I should have worn a t-shirt. Like,
my only thing is I got to remember to wear my contacts.
you gonna wear
That's it.
batting gloves, Vladdy Guerrero?
I'm going to piss on my hands and go and just bear dog.
You're
OG.
insane.
OG.
Are you really? You're not gonna get batting gloves.
No, I'm a field guy.
This is the type of stuff I think you need to think about.
Posada.
Are you gonna have cleats on?
That is a good question.
Because the spin.
I think so.
You got to wear all the uniform. You got to have all the
That's a
advantage.
good question.
Garb.
I might wear my golf shoes.
Golf shoes.
Otani jersey.
Definitely wearing my Otani jersey.
Golf
Got it.
shoes and an Otani jersey to go yard at the Riverhawks?
Oh, yeah.
What a mockery.
Air
Oh
Jordan
my
golf
God.
shoes.
Wear your golf glove too.
I don't wear a golf glove.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a field,
Field
guy.
guy.
Remember, we're using an
okay.
aluminum bat. It's got the rubber.
Oh. Tell that to the 10-year-olds that come into the dugout
Yeah.
crying when their hands are vibrating.
Well,
Oh, boo hoo.
Life's
Life's about to get a hell of a lot harder, kid.
You want to get
Yeah.
Britney Spears Wembied?
Yeah.
So that's exciting. But
so
here,
I got
listen,
no excuses like aside from just not possessing the ability to do it.
Okay, I got the Betway odds up on Jay's appearance in this home run derby. All right.
I'm nervous.
Okay. Plus 210 that he hits one out. You taking it? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
Really?
Yeah.
No,
You
wait,
are.
no,
You are.
sorry. I'm saying that those odds are proper.
Plus 210. Good line.
I like a little sprinkle.
Weak.
A little sprinkle.
So
on it.
weak.
Okay. Plus 150 that he hits a ball off the warning track within the first 10 swings.
Yes.
Yes.
I land it in the warning track.
Yeah. Land
And
and
then
bounces.
I
it
think
off the
he's
wall.
gonna be fresh.
I think I know for sure I can do that.
Yeah, within the first 10 pitches, though. That's why it's juicy.
I think that in the
I
first
think
That one I like the home run's a tough thing. Like it's a big rip, but
If
I
he
really
doesn't-
want to fucking give it a go.
if he doesn't do it in the first 10 to 12 swings, fatigue, if you haven't been to a batting cage recently and you haven't been prepping for this, will start to kick in.
But that's why I think we should almost just, because like if we're all going to take hacks, like you do 10 and then like let us rifle through and give you a chance to like regroup and then go back in for another 10. Because I'm telling
Buddy,
you, he's right. You're going to
I know
get
that
gassed,
you're laughing.
dude.
No.
I go to the
It's-
batting cage with my kids. I stand in there for a
understand.
bucket. It is hard.
No, but
it takes you 5
what
just
I'm
to get
laughing
your
at is like
timing.
if I can't get it in the first 10, then I'm fucked. Like I probably just can't get it done at all. That's why I'm
No,
laughing.
that's not true. I think in the first 10 is a learning 10. The second 10 is going to be the pivotal 10, and the third 10 is going to be the butt clinching 10. And I think 30, like how many are we going to give you?
I'm
Just
going to
like
hit
2
a
hours
million.
worth?
I'm going to hit until I'm bleeding.
Jay Wemby could have quit at 6'30", but he kept growing.
Yeah.
And he wanted it. And it got him so good, it got him out of Paris to San Antonio, Texas. You can do it. Think like Wemby.
I think like Wemby.
He's a big dog.
So for the, yeah, okay. So are we, so should I go to the, I just like quick hitters? Quick hitters.
Oh, like your topics.
Let's just rifle
Okay.
through them.
You know what? Good final 10 minutes of the pod coming up. First, we're going to pause for a quick break. Big shout out to one of today's sponsors of the podcast, WillHawkBeefJerky.com. If you want to find out more, find out how you can order, head over to that website. If you can't wait any longer, they have 3 locations in the Edmonton area, out in Leduc, out in Spruce Grove, and a kiosk at West Edmonton Mall right by the Ice Palace. Go check out WillHawkBeefJerky.com. Okay, Chalmers, what do you got? What are your
Great
topics for today?
Number 1. I'm going to do the person right now that I'm proud of and a clip I've watched a million times. Ricky Fowler, when he sinks that putt and just stands there and looks up and has 4 years of defeat, disrespect.
He's staring at Chubbs in the clouds.
Staring at Chubbs. I love that meme. But like, you could just see it. It was like too emotional for him to like be over the top dramatic with like a big fist bump. It was one of my favorite things to see. Just, he rests his hands and just looks up like, I've needed this and I've wanted this for 4 years.
He was like
I loved it.
180th in the world of while it was.
Yeah, he's been going through some really hard struggles, and like he's obviously got his family, he's got money, and like, but on the core struggles, what your actual, I love that. Number 2, hot dog eating competition is the most disgusting thing I have ever seen in my whole life.
It is fucking
I do not understand it. I don't understand how
62.
I don't understand how a person can put that many hot dogs in their body at once.
How do you feel like you have to vomit?
That's why nobody, and why is this guy get interviewed yet nobody asks him the hard-hitting questions? How long does it take?
I've dove into
How long
this
does
before.
it take you to get it out? Do you go and throw up? Do you take a laxative and just spend like a full day?
No, he does not throw up.
Yeah.
He just
I think that would really
takes
hurt
it all in.
He's an athlete.
There's an article from insider.com. It's just titled, "What Happens to Joey Chestnut After the Hot Dog
They
Competition?"
put him in a cryogenic chamber till next year.
Oh, he has to feel terrible.
I heard that the original Joey Chestnut died, and this is a clone.
The Ultimate Warrior?
Big Hot Dog has this whole thing.
His quote goes, "Most people relate to the feeling of being bloated and tired after Thanksgiving. It's kind of like that, except way, way worse."
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Joey. But like,
Remember
how long does it take you? Like, okay, after, pretty every day, I'm pretty regular, but
Next
after a
quote,
weekend like we
Chalmers.
just had, okay, here we go.
People have told me they can smell the hot dogs on me. I can't, but the sweat afterward, it's sticky and greasy. My girlfriend says I smell like meat.
That's so disgusting.
Remember last year when he got attacked by a protester while he was gobbling all them dogs down? And they fought through it.
Oh, didn't he like choke slam?
Yeah.
First thing he does is take a nap afterwards.
You got to.
That was also a plant by Big Hot Dog.
By Oscar Mayer.
The amount of sodium he eats is like 73,000
That's
times your daily
enough for
limit.
the year.
Yeah.
So
When asked about the next day, he says, "It's natural. You eat a lot of food, you're going to go to the bathroom." That's all he said about it.
It's a lot of hot dog to get out of you. A lot of hot dog. All right, Charles, what's next on your list?
Most people, when you eat food, it takes 9 to 10 hours to really digest it. After I do a cleanse, things are moving quickly. So he's a quick shitter.
So you do so he doesn't see, this is the type of stuff he doesn't cleanse. That I didn't know. That would be disgusting.
And like, how, like, does he train?
I ate 2 hot dogs this whhole weekend.
I think he has to stretch
I
out his
haven't been
stomach.
right since.
2 hot dogs?
I had 2
You
hot
wouldn't
dogs all
last a
weekend.
second at Nathan's.
Man,
This
you're
was
not
over
gonna be up on
3
the board.
days.
Come on, man. Those are rookie numbers.
It's amazing no one is like, there's been no
Died?
Wemby to the Joey
There was
Chestnut.
that Japanese guy, Takayashi or whatever.
Damn, what was his
Like
name?
Kobayashi.
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 And him and the American Eating Association be beefing.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
A couple of years ago, he did the hot dog challenge across the street from a rooftop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he thinks it's like a sham. He's on board with the idea that they make Joey's hot dogs smaller.
Well, I would think
They're
there's
already
got to be
taking
some.
over baseball.
The Saudis are going to sign Kobayashi or Joey Chestnut. Maybe both.
16 years in a row, Chalmers.
That's
He's a champion.
That's not. That's
So
not
he thinks the American Eating Association.
not a fluke.
If I understand the conspiracy theory right, Kobayashi thinks the American Eating Association wanted an American to start winning the damn event.
Yes.
So Joey Chestnut plant from Big Hot Dog, and they put him in there and they make his buns lighter and everything is easier for him to eat so that every year he can keep crushing this record because they know it's the only way for the event to go in.
Because he keeps beating the
That is a
record.
30 for 30 coming
So
out.
no one would give a shit about this event, or they
The
wouldn't give
Lance
as much of a
Armstrong
shit.
of the hot dog eating world.
If every year it rotated to a different person, it wouldn't. You don't watch it for the enjoyment of watching it.
If
You
they
watch it
wa-
to see if Joey hits the record.
But if the right people were winning all the time, we wouldn't be talking about this.
exactly, that's what I'm saying,
Yes.
and that's what I think. That's what Kobayashi says. More next week.
Imagine
Continue,
Joey
Charles.
rips his face off Mission Impossible style and no one knows who he is. And he's like, Nathan of the hot dogs.
These
And
are my
everyone's
hot
like, ugh. And then the crowd melts and no one ever comes back because it was Joey Chestnut's image holding this bitch together.
The worst part about it, I think, is how they soak the buns in water.
Yeah. To make him go down
Really
more
nasty.
glizzy.
The texture
Awful.
of that is just
Joey
It all
Chestnut's
makes
just
me
dissolved, so he can just mash them in there. He's eating like a third of the bun that
They're
everyone
going
else
down
is.
like 2-3 at a time, too.
If I was the
It is
inventor
gnarly.
of the hot dog and I was transported to the year 2023 and I was watching this thing go down,
I'd go back in time and kill myself.
do you know when the hot dog was rolled out? I do. Top of head. Chicago World's Fair. No one had ever seen one before and they rolled it out.
Let me
It was
guess,
a Me Too.
1930.
No, like turn of the century.
Was it German inspired? Because it was called the Frankfurter.
There's Frankfurt, but the hot dog, like just the American hot dog for the first time ever was rolled out as like Americana at the Chicago World's Fair.
Look how far it's come.
There's something else too, like apple pie. No, it wasn't apple pie, but something else had never been seen before that either. And it was rolled out like the mother of all food demos at the Chicago Ones.
Germany takes umbrage with that history, though. I'm reading now.
Well, there's sausage, but it's different. It's prepared differently. It's spicy. It's blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, so that's where it is. Because they claim the Frankfurter was invented in 1484.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, 14.
That's what they were just trying to figure out what to do with all the extra.
The 1893 World's Columbian Exposition launched the careers of many now famous food items, including shredded wheat, Aunt Jemima's pancake mix, chili,
Pearl Mills.
Yeah, brownies, and one of Chicago's iconic bites, the hot dog. So brownies also in the mix there.
That's cool.
Big moment.
Chili was what I was thinking of. Blows my mind. Chili wasn't a known thing.
He wins all the wing eating competition. He wins every eating competition. So
there's a video of him eating like 30 Big Macs in 30 minutes.
32 Big Macs in 38 minutes.
Yeah.
And he separated them all. Last thing he ate was all the lettuce.
Oh, that's cheap then. I didn't watch
disgusting.
The
There's a guy I watch on.
How many wings do you think old Joey Chestnut? What's his record?
What's the allotment of time?
How long?
I'll find that. But who do you think the number?
120.
191.
Oh my God.
There's a guy I watch on YouTube, and what
That's
he's
so
does,
much fat.
He goes to all the eating challenges. So he'll go to a roadside truck stop, and they're like, "No one's ever eaten all this brisket in 30 years," and he just destroys every record.
The 92 Texan.
And they talk to him about it, and he says like,
I'm a
professional athlete. He's like, I don't even enjoy this. This is like me going to the gym.
Oh, I've got all kinds of Joey Chestnut personal bests here.
Gross.
Hot dogs, his record is 76 in 10 minutes. Hard-boiled eggs, 141 in 8 minutes.
Oh my God, that's disgusting.
That one's nauseating.
Imagine your next day after that,
there is
Joey.
people who can't even get one hard-boiled egg.
I couldn't.
And he's eating 140 in a sitting.
Glazed donuts, 55 in 8 minutes.
Gross. Diabetes.
Pulled pork tacos, 45 in 10.
Also diabetes.
Taco Bell soft shell beef tacos, 53 in 10.
I could beat him.
53 in 10 minutes.
I could beat him.
I have two, and I got to take the day off work tomorrow.
5.3 a minute. That is one every like 11
Next
or
time
12
at the
seconds.
canteen, I'm going for it.
Twinkies, 121 in 6 minutes. Chicken wings, his all-time record chicken wings is 413 in 12 hours.
12 hours?
Okay. So you had a couple meals?
Big Macs, 32 in 38 minutes. Tamales, 102 in 12 minutes. Grilled cheese sandwiches, 47 in 10 minutes.
How often does he go
I
to
just
the
tried to
doctor?
eat 10 cheeseburgers once. I got dared to, and I got to 8, and I almost died.
Ice cream sandwiches, 25 and a half in 6 minutes.
But see, I think that you have to like do it as quick as possible so that the feeling doesn't
stretch out your stomach. And shit.
Yeah, if you ate a quarter of a normal hamburger and then just like waited, you'd be full. You wouldn't need the other 3/4 of said hamburger.
I don't think Joey's eating to be full.
No, but I'm just saying, like that's how
Joey's eating to fill that hole.
He just has one. He's like, you know what? I'm good. I don't need the other 800 hot dogs in the next 6 minutes.
Speaking of that though, like the one shot of like right when the buzzer goes, there was a picture this year, like the guy holding the 62 sign, Joey's mouth is full, the timer's at 0. He looks dead inside.
Yeah.
Like his eyes are void of any emotion or
It's
something.
it's not great.
It's really bad.
really bad.
It's really
They're like, we'll see you
gross.
next year,
But he's an
Joseph.
American hero.
I love it though. Every year I'm fixated
And if he
on it.
falls off, that event is toast.
Yes. And Nathan Hot Dog's worldwide sales will decline.
Yeah.
I would rig it
Unless
too if I was
Joey
them.
has a son.
Joey 2?
Oh, Joey too.
And he
Joey
like,
Jr.
Can Joey, does he have a kid? Can you Google that?
Well,
Hang
if
on.
you're getting that much
Ass.
food, you're getting that much ass.
Imagine
You're getting
being
that
his
much ass.
mom.
Yeah.
Damn.
In like the first year of that child's
Please
birth.
tell me his kid's like 17. Please.
Never fill him up.
It's Wemby.
His kid's
His dad's name was Merlin.
Merlin Chestnut.
Yep. Got a child named
Tito.
Roasted?
Nestle.
No.
He sold his kid's naming rights?
Neslie.
Nathan.
And she is also a professional eater.
She. How old?
35.
Oh, that's his wife.
His kid or his
Leslie?
wife?
His
Can't be
wife
his
is
kid.
35. She is a professional eater. I know
Okay.
that.
Joey Chestnut can't have a 35-year-old.
Where do you
kid.
think
No.
they met?
Well, this has Liz's daughter. That's weird. He's also got a brother named Paul. Doesn't look like he has any kids.
Cam
though.
McDavid of eating?
This was supposed to be the quick one.
If he has a kid who's like 16, they're going to be priming that kid to take over the crown
What?
because that's the only way you can keep the event
There's
going.
no way they can afford that
Bronny
kind of food.
James.
They like to practice.
What do
You
you
just eat cinder blocks to stretch your stomach
It's
out.
all endorsements, baby.
Wow.
Nathan's is dropping off a truckload every week.
He hasn't paid for a dog in years.
Yeah,
You think they're like day olds?
maybe. All right, Charles. You got anything else?
Yeah. So two more quick ones, quick hitters.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't, when you guys built this building I remember Wanya introducing me to a little thing, a musical project called Tiny Desk Concerts. Yeah. I watched a Juvenile Tiny Desk concert with Manny Fresh, and it was rap with a 7-piece orchestra, and it was fucking awesome. Okay. The only other time I had really seen it was when Migos did a little thing called Trap Orchestra Concert. No, like
Trap Symphony.
And I loved it. I thought it was great. I hadn't seen Juvenile in forever. And like 400 Degrees was that CD, and we loved it. We listened to it all the time.
I love that.
It was great. Go watch it. When they built Dogpatch, they put a little tiny sound studio, like this little tiny, tiny desk with records and stuff in like a homage to this. And when I look at it, I always think of it. And this is got to be one of the best ones. So I love it.
It's at NPR, National Public Radio, and they do it in their office. Yeah. And it was because they have a venue or something in the building, but one day there was something happening or something happened, and they're just like, we're here. Do you want us to perform? Where can we go? Just fucking go in the office and do it in front of the desk. And they did. And now that's like the popular thing. It's really cool.
Jeffrey Esper is going to have to pick up his efforts here. He only had 49 hot dogs.
He's going to be second. What a loser.
He's the second. Came in second.
Jeffrey Epstein?
Like, there's not even a successor to this coming up.
No, that's what I mean. Like, he's got to pull up his socks here because 49 to 62.
Like,
is a
if
wide
Joey
margin.
has a heart attack and dies in the next year,
which is probable, given the sodium.
It's not a huge reach.
Okay.
What's the World Hot Dog Eating or the American?
What's the future of it?
Yeah.
They need to have another World's Fair.
I'm going to finish this one off with a chom in, chom out.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
All right.
Hit the music. Wait. Hit the music.
Can I just say, what a way to honor the 500th episode?
The second chom in, chom out ever.
Ending it with a bit/segment we did on or off for about 3 years now. This is great. It's a good homage to what we've become.
Hit the music.
Like it's top of key. We have to go 15 menus back to find it.
I'm Tyler, your Remchuck here.
Okay. So the other day when I was needing some comfort food, I went to McDonald's.
2 hot dogs.
Yeah.
And I ordered.
Did you order 38 Big Macs?
Nope. I ordered a meal for myself. I ordered a meal for my son, a meal for my other son. And then they asked a question.
I know where this going.
Yeah.
I didn't know what they said. I just said no.
Oh, this is good.
They hand you each
got
fry
to the window. Yeah, let me get to it. I'm talking here. I walked to the window. I got to the window in my truck. Not a tray through the window into my window.
Oh, I fucking
came our
40 pieces of food.
And I said, "What are you doing?" She said, "You said no to the bag." And they said, "Well, can you put it in a bag?" She said, "Well, we have to charge." And for that, my friends, I am chum out on the decisions that we are making to help the environment.
You know
because
what's funny?
listen to me.
Yeah,
they didn't give me a bag, yet they gave me fries in this container. They gave me burgers in these wrappers. And do you know what they gave me to hold my drinks?
Air.
A very big
hands.
drink tray.
A lot of cardboard, yep.
That if you broke the 2 down, the bag would be smaller. I said no to spending 15 cents on a bag because I just simply didn't hear this question. I didn't know this was a thing. It is now
have
a
the money
bylaw.
either, probably.
What are we doing, people?
Oh, the other day.
Well, the interesting thing about the McDonald's thing is they always gave your food in a bag. They always did. And you never paid for it. But
It's
now,
a new tax those city's rolling out.
It's a bylaw.
oh, it's a towel.
It's a
Go,
city thing.
go anywhere now, and you have to pay
I-
15 cents per bag
The nudes will have
as
to do
per bylaw.
Well, but it's because like the cost to go to paper is crazy. So I thought we just charged
City
15
tax.
cents.
That is something I like to check in a box of not my problem. You know what is my problem? Trying to get 4 burgers, 4 fries, and 4 drinks into my car without a bag. Now I know the 15 cents is worth it. I get that. I would have paid it. But how many people are going to have to go through what I went through to learn this lesson?
Everyone.
Hopefully,
And
by you
how
going
much
through
more
it for
money
all of them,
is
salsa.
McDonald's.
It's
and
a city
Wendy's
thing. No, it's not.
And Harvey, the city. How much more money are people going to make
Incrementally zero.
by making our
Yes.
lives harder?
Yeah. Chalmers, you
And
know
for
those
that, I am chum out
you know those
on the
steel
things
cups?
we are doing to save this environment.
It's called greenwashing.
I can't drink another Slurpee in a paper straw.
Stuff that like isn't actually better
That
for the
one
environment.
is-
They're just
that
doing
one
it
is
under the guise of
outrageous.
it.
I am just like, I'm just
day,
really tired.
I'm on board with the paper straws, but we need to advance the technology here because having them crumble in my Slurpees that are 20% done, no bueno.
They know that when I'm half done the Slurpee, that now I've sucked out a majority of the liquid and I need to stir it. And I need something rigid to stir
Gone are
it.
the scoopers also.
Why I always carry a knife on me.
Smart.
I'm just so tired, guys.
Always packing a blade.
Yeah.
This world.
Okay. So the similar thing for me, I was doing that brick stuff the other day with the content with the street team. Went to the Dairy Queen in the mall. I was like, can I get 3 ranch chicken wraps? They give them to me. I got to walk through the mall back to my car. And I was like, oh, can I get a bag? She was like, no. So I just had to walk around the mall, just
She
raw
wouldn't even sell
dogging
you
3
one?
No, just raw dogging 3 chicken wraps.
And this is the unintended
That's going to get you
consequence.
banned from the mall if you keep that
The
up.
unintended consequences, they're going to soon stop even just giving you bags.
I just looked like an
and
asshole.
you're just going to like
bring a bag from home.
Yeah, just hand over your Walmart grocery bag.
The
Drop it in.
The grocery store bags are even stupider because you're going to go through
I'm
hundreds of
stocked
these
up on those.
motherfuckers over the next how long? The grocery store bags.
and where are they going to go?
You're not going to bring them back. They don't even take them back if you tried to bring them back. They're filling up the landfills.
The idea behind a reusable grocery bag is great, but I went grocery shopping because my wife has a lot of stuff going on. So I said, babe, I'll go do the grocery shopping.
You're a giver.
Give me the list. Didn't think of grabbing the bags because who does that?
Exactly. Who brings
And now-
bags to a grocery store?
I have to buy a bunch of paper bags or buy a bunch of like actual reusable bags, which we already have 72 of, which we can't use 72 of. And sooner or later, when my reusable bag storage gets filled, what do you think I'm going to do with the reusable bags? I'm going to throw them in the garbage.
I said to the lady at Safeways, you should have a bin by the door where you can bring them back. And she
It's
goes,
just like-
we don't want to do that. I'm like, is that good for the environment? She's like, I don't know. Like,
That's
I'm
a
starting to
great
wonder if you're
idea.
in charge.
Take a bag, leave a bag.
Yes. Then you'd actually have less bags in circulation.
Take a bag, leave a bag's perfect.
Then you can't sell a bag.
This is it though. It's greenwashing.
It is.
You know the reusable coffee mugs that you can get, which you have like the thermos on the outside, keep shit warm, and it's ostensibly for the environment. We worked it out once. You could use the same amount of energy for one of those. It's like a paper cup every day for 30 years.
Yeah.
And you're not going to use that cup for 30 years. You're going to use it for
You're
like
going to lose
6
it. You have
months.
to buy another one.
So,
And it's going to
Have
end
you
up in a
guys ever-
landfill.
No, I will say my
I
Yeti
want
coffee mug, my rum's in there. They stay ice cold.
Everybody, what are we trying to get rid of here? Paper
Humans.
bags? Put a paper bag in your backyard.
Okay.
Just put one down on the ground. I want you to do a little test. See how many rains, thunderstorms, how many that takes to break that down. Should be gone in no time. Birds will take it. Use
Wow.
it for nests.
Okay. Yeah, sure. It goes.
I'll take it to use it Safeway next time.
I
Take a
mean,
bag, leave a bag. We're
if they
onto
were
something.
truly interested
Yep.
in
Yeah,
reducing
I'm with
waste,
you
they
on
would
that.
have a bin by the door.
What do you think that came up in the talking of this bylaw in
No.
the debating period?
It just looks good.
It's
I just-
greenwashing.
That's a great way to
We're
put it.
being washed.
Yeah. Okay. See you, Jay.
I like 500, everyone. Well, we went really long, and I'm
We did
5
go
minutes
really
late for a
long.
meeting.
Okay. Well,
Fine.
And it would be on brand for me to have to leave for
That's
something.
what I was
And
gonna
I'm
say.
surprised I should have ate a salad. during this
Everyone's
episode.
hitting their marks. You can leave. Chalmers is livid.
I'm on threads.
We're going to go cut down a tree.
oh, you guys are doing that today?
We are. This is what Chalmers' gift was for the 500th episode. He called me, he said, we're going to do that tree thing you talked about. And I was like,
Nice.
fuck, I don't really want to.
All right.
Exactly.
New episode Monday. Thursday, live from Remax Field, Home Run Derby Day. Very exciting. That is everything.
If you've been with us for 500 episodes, including from about episode 80 through 130 when the audio was fucked and we couldn't make ourselves understood, thank you.
Thank you.
I think I came in around 1:30. Would that have
You
been?
came in and fixed the problem.
You fixed it.
Yeah. Because I was trying to think today how many of the 500.
Don't get a big head about it.
No. But
You
I was going to
fixed
say,
it,
we were
okay?
talking about this before. We think bagged milk leads the show and podcasts appeared on.
I think so, just because Wanya's been away.
I'm
for
batting
business stuff.
90% for the last 3 years, but I did the first one season.
But since pandemic, we flipped to 2 a week. We just racked them up so quickly. 104 a year.
I think I probably got the most, but
You're the Cal Ripken of this game.
that's right. Here every week.
All right.
Whether or not I'm paying attention is a different story.
See it, Lil Pump.
Oh, fuck. I can't wait.
Appreciate the support. Can't wait for the golf tournament. Can't wait to see if Jake can hit a home run.
Yeah. We'll be back on Monday with episode 501. That'll sound exactly like this one.